Even your mum.
No, that is the route. I have never seen any variations of this. You know what? Switch it. I'll just hope it gets there. I'm not going to do this, you know. What sort of thing? Then I said to myself, oh, this video and Charles is doing it. So No, but what happened there, as I said, you know I like to get early, because so what I did, around 8 o'clock, I did my walk all around the area, and that's when I then saw where they were setting up. And once I saw where they were setting up, I thought, oh, great. And then eventually I thought, I went back to my hotel, and then I said to myself, well, you know, it's almost 4 o'clock. So, 11:30, I checked out the hotel, and literally it's less than 10 minutes walking from there to the road country, so I went down there. And as soon as I got to the location, you know, where I saw I said to him, like, oh, I need to speak to somebody else. Yeah, and he was 24. What? I didn't realise he was there and no one was there. And that, if no one is there, you get a chance to hear from them. But normally you don't. You get what is it? If there's too many people. But, well, not too. Opening the parliament. Where's the first place to see? No problem, sir. There's a time and a place, isn't there? Today and time. I'm glad you listened.
Are we doing a live feed on Facebook? So.
Right, but I'm picking up now, so.
Oh, sorry.
No. I might even start with an interview with you, sir. How's that?
If you want to.
But be decent. No. There's a time and a place.
I will be decent.
Today's not the time.
Yeah, I will be decent. Oh, he's wearing Bruce and Royals, isn't he?
Man, let me. See, the great thing, you can start catching people.
Right. Yeah, he's wearing Bruce and Royals.
Yeah.
That lovely picture.
I want to see the pictures Craig took.
Craig?
You know, the photographer.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen him yet. I should see him later on. Let me just talk to a few people.
Anyone spoke to Big T?
We can hear you. Good morning all, my name is Wendell Daniel and welcome to StreetMic, and today we are coming to you live and direct from Whitehall, where the state opening of Parliament will be taking place today. And the state opening of Parliament is where the Queen would normally read a speech which outlines the government's agenda for the next 12 months. But unfortunately, the Queen won't be attending today, and it will be Charles and Prince William. So Charles will be reading the speech on behalf of the Queen, and it's going to be a very interesting day today because this will be Prince William's first time doing the state opening of Parliament, and I'm actually really excited about being down here today because I was here this time last year, and when I was here I had a few technical problems, those of you may remember, and you know, I had a new camera, and that camera, for some reasons, there was no sound. So I filmed the entire state opening event, and because I wasn't monitoring the sound, there was no sound, but on the video I had a perfect sound. But you know, in a moment I'm gonna interview someone who you will recognize, who's always at all kind of different protests and events in and around Parliament and Westminster. And some of you may remember that on Saturday I had the opportunity to be in Telford to witness an event which took place, and it was where Tommy Robinson unveiled part 2 of The Rape of Britain, and I had the opportunity to interview Tommy for 20 minutes. And the actual live stream I did had something like 10,000 views on Saturday. And, you know, that was amazing and interesting for me. And thank you to those 350 new subscribers that I picked up on Saturday. And on Sunday, I was down at Speaker's Corner. And, you know, Speaker's Corner is a place where I love to go. And I started that something like 12 o'clock till 1:15. And during that time, I was down there twice. And on the first occasion, I had the opportunity to engage with a number of
young ladies, 16 and 17-year-olds, who had an excellent contribution to make. I then went away. I had an event to live stream, and that was in a church for a Barbados association, and that was well received. And then I returned back to Speaker's Corner, where an old friend by the name of Big T had just arrived, and Big T, apparently unbeknown to me, he had been in Speaker's Corner earlier on in the day, and I had the opportunity to engage with him for about over an hour. And then as soon as he handed over his microphone to me, Big T was assaulted by a gentleman, and the gentleman came off a lot worse because, and there's a well-known person from, excuse me, sir, do I get the opportunity, Wendell Daniel from Street? I'm an independent.
Yeah, what?
So, how, sir, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Adam Bolton.
Adam Bolton from Sky News. Sir, what is it like for you to be down here today for the state opening of Parliament, and the Queen is not going to be here, sir?
Well, obviously everyone's sorry the Queen's not going to come. She is the main act, and she's had to send in her substitutes. And of course, everyone hopes that her health improves in time for her Jubilee. But, I mean, overall, I just think the thing that really strikes you is the police overkill, frankly. I mean, you know, to close down this much of Westminster, all of St James's Park, all of Whitehall, is just ludicrous. I mean, I've been covering these things for 40 years, and every year it seems to get worse, and I really think people now need to rethink about this, because as you can see, Londoners, tourists, everyone is being massively inconvenienced. What is meant to be a state opening, i.e. showing the people that they're being governed, instead of which people of London being kept away and inconvenienced.
What do you think about it, the fact that this is going to be Prince William's first event, and Charles and Camilla's going to be there? And here comes someone now, I don't know who it is.
You want to film that, don't you?
And there's the Outriders.
Yeah. Well,
That could be Boris.
well, he should be coming from Downing Street, and it's a bit further from Downing Street. Well, I think clearly the monarchy is the word they use is transition, and I think it's been very clear for a number of years that the Queen is most interested in securing the direct line of succession, and that is Charles and then William. And I don't think anyone would blame her for that, although it's a bit tough for the rest of them, who are pretty much being left on the side, with the public wondering why they're contributing to their funding.
But Mr. Bolton, it's been a pleasure. I'm just an independent, and it's great to see you on the streets of London today. And as I said, my name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic, and I hope you enjoy yourself, sir.
That's that's the next challenge. Yeah?
No problem.
I'm just a Facebook live streamer.
Yeah.
How come Sky News don't report on the grooming gangs in Telford?
I'm not responsible for
How come Sky News don't do it though?
I don't work for Sky News.
Who do you work for then?
I left them at the end of the year. I'm a freelance.
So you're freelance?
Yeah.
So tell me about Sky News. How come they've never ever done the reporting on the rape of Britain in Telford, where young white girls are being raped by Muslim men in Telford?
Well, that all I can say is the various cases of sex abuse which have taken place, we have reported on Sky News.
Well, not in Telford, because it's been covered up.
Well, I don't know, but I know I myself and many of my colleagues at Sky News have worked on that story.
Well,
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Bolton. Thank you. So this is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. As I said, we're on the streets of London, and we just had the opportunity to interview Adam Bolton, who was a previous heavyweight from Sky News, and he said his office is down here in Westminster. But I think the great thing about where we are standing now is that lots of people heading off to Westminster, heading off to the Houses of Lords, heading off to see what goes on. You know, they're all going to be walking past us, and it is going to be an interesting occasion down here today. But what I'm now going to do, I'm going to spin my camera around and we can see what goes on. And it's beginning to, there's some rain, it's coming. I hope the rain is not affected by, it doesn't affect me too much because I've got my equipment to cover up. So about the rate of Britain for me. I've done that. No, but I don't want it on here. I don't want it. Not today. No. I don't know. I don't. Google it. It comes up with Essex on there, London. I think they do. You know, there's one document as well. So we're currently awaiting the arrival of dignitaries heading towards Westminster for the state opening of Parliament, and this is all about pomp and ceremony, and like Adam Bolton said, this should be an occasion where people can get closer to the houses to see the pomp and ceremony, but due to security issues, this place is locked down. And, you know, I come down here on a regular basis, I see this often, and I can fully understand why there is a need for heavy-duty security. Hence the reason I like to come down here really early, because when you do, I can always get a good spot to do what I need to do. And let's see this. Hey, good morning, sir. Let me do the... Hey, do you know something? Good morning, sir. How about me doing a quick interview? I'm live streaming. I'll be general. I can ask you about the... Don't be scared. I'm not going to tell you. Don't tell him who you are. So if you move back a bit, sir. See, he's not very famous. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Do you know something? This is the first time I've been able to interview you. You know that, don't you?
Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah. Hello.
I won't ask you about another place. I'll ask you about today. As you know, today is the state opening of Parliament.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the Queen cannot be here today, but Prince Charles and Prince William will be here. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I think that's fantastic. At least, you know, at least the ceremony carries on without the Queen. It's a shame she can't come along, though.
Yeah.
But I understand it's to do with mobility issues or something like that. But, you know.
Do you believe it?
Yeah, of course I do.
And where are you off to now? Should I be asking?
I'm just going to stand there, get a nice view and take some pictures of them driving past. That's fine.
All right then. I won't ask you about... Shall I ask you about something else?
No,
No, we can do it on another occasion, but it's great to see you. And next time I see you somewhere else, I want to interview you about your formal whatever. Thanks a lot, man. See you later. Hold on. Let's have a conversation about this here. And I'm going to challenge you about what you're saying. Come on. No swearing. I don't swear. You're a liar.
I never swear.
You're a liar.
What do you mean I'm a liar? I'm decent, I don't swear.
So if you move back. So, should I put a microphone on you? Come, stay there. Let me put a microphone on you because I want good sound.
Good sound.
But no swearing.
I don't swear.
There's a time and a place.
I don't swear.
You have class.
I do have class.
I'm trying to teach you to have class, but it's hard. It's hard work. So I'm now switching your on.
Go on.
If you say anything bad, I'm turning it off.
Sweet.
So let me get the cenotaph in the background, and then we can talk about something which people will be interested in.
Yeah.
Lee Rigby. Yeah.
Yep.
So good afternoon.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Gavin. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So how comes you're down here today in Whitehall for the state opening of Parliament?
Just to get some live streams so people can see Prince Charles and Prince William going into the House of Commons.
The House of Commons or the House of Lords? Get it right.
Same thing, House of Commons, House of Lords.
No, it's not. It's two different places.
House of Lords. House. Oh, I won't say about House
of Parliament.
House of Parliament.
Excellent. So, Gavin, tell me more about what you said just now, because, as you know, the state opening of Parliament is an important event.
It is, yeah.
You know, we have the Queen normally who's here, and she's going to be outlining the government's legislative agenda and policies for the next year.
Which I'll be guessing.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. Yeah, and that also means, it is a big day, and there are security issues, and we need to ensure that all of the royal family and the dignitaries are transported into this beautiful building safely. So it's important there's good security, but I believe you have some concerns about that. So tell me about that.
It's a waste of money, really. You've got a lot of homeless people on the streets of London, and you've got police standing there doing nothing. And they'd rather stand there and make sure everything's okay with the so-called royal family.
See, this is why I love having a debate with you. Because number one, these officers are not standing doing nothing. They're here, and I'm being devil's advocate, as you know, they're here performing a role, they're raising awareness, they're deterring, they're reassuring. So they're doing something which is very positive, and it costs money, and in the event that there was an incident, our officers will be here to protect and serve the public. Why do you say that's a waste of money?
Well, when you mention incident, it's just a waste of money.
But why? Don't just say it's a waste of money, just fling it out like that. Why is it a waste of money?
What could they be doing? They could spend it on a lot of things.
Like what?
Bobbies on the beat. You don't see any in...
But we've got bobbies on the beat standing here.
I'm about in local boroughs.
Oh, in local boroughs.
In local boroughs. No bobbies on the beat, local boroughs. No community relations with police in local boroughs.
Your arguments are weak. So are you telling me the Queen and the royal family and all the dignitaries, you want them to drive down here like they did in the 40s, 50s and 60s, with no security, so people can potentially be silly?
Well, Keir Starmer done it without any security the other week.
But Keir Starmer...
So why can't the royal family be walking...
Why can't who's Keir Starmer?
Why can't the royal
leader of the
family...
Labour Party?
Why can't the royal
Who is he?
family walk down the road like perfect human beings?
Because they're
Instead
not...
of getting escorts by people.
Because they're not normal human beings.
Well, they're not normal human beings. I'd say they are nowhere near normal or even...
They are human beings.
They're not human beings
But they
at all.
have... They
not human
have
beings at all.
a very important role to play, regardless if I agree with it or not. And we have a duty to ensure that they are protected, and that is exactly what is happening here today. And overhead, we've got India 99, as you know, and they're probably going to come and nick you. I honestly believe. See, this man, I know him well, and I like to debate with him. Yeah, because I always see him getting nicked by the old Bill. That is why he's got problems with police. Is that not true, man?
Well,
I'm just gonna say for what?
I've got a problem with police, but they got problems with me because I'm a protester.
Yeah, hold on, I'm a protester with a camera, but I don't get nicked. You do, I don't. I want to see the police on the streets.
Because I get nicked, they're trying to shut me up. We're trying to tell the truth and they're trying to shut us down.
Yeah, but I don't get nicked. We're doing the same thing, but in different ways.
But you're an independent live streamer, so they'll leave you alone.
So are you.
I'm not no live streamer. I go around telling the truth about people in government, our kids who are being not saved, kids being vaccinated at the age of 5 to 11 that shouldn't even be done, and people like the police officers who just don't support any of it.
But how do you know the police don't support any of what you've just said when they're performing their role as officers?
Well, if you look at it, all right. If
that.
you look at it, I believe there was 2 coppers. I think it was right. 3 years ago, there was a protest, Black Lives Matter protest, and you had 2 coppers standing outside the gate of Downing Street over there, and they're taking a knee.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Taking a knee for Marxism.
What's wrong? Why don't you take the knee?
I take a knee for our veterans who fought for this country. Why can't the police do it? But they don't, do they? They rather take knees for Marxism.
But if the police take the knee whilst on duty...
They did?
Whilst on duty, it actually sends a signal out to people which may not be the right... But what they do in private is down to them.
It wasn't in private. It was
I know it wasn't.
It wasn't in private.
I know it wasn't, but those officers have been dealt with.
They have.
I'm glad they did,
Yeah.
but in my opinion, they should not have done that. They should, just like I tried to be impartial.
Can we get to Lee Rigby now?
No, we'll get to Lee Rigby in a minute, just like I tried to be impartial.
Uh-huh.
And it's important to do so, but moving on, yeah, I believe, is it next week sometime there's going to be a very important event that you told me about, specifically to do with Lee Rigby.
Yeah.
But before you tell me about that event, please tell me more about Lee Rigby.
Lee Rigby was a Fusilier based at Woolwich Barracks. He was on his way home and he was run over, chopped up by 2 Muslim men. And ever since, we've been laying wreaths outside where it happened. And on the 22nd of May is the Lee Rigby Memorial, where everyone goes up and puts flowers, wreaths down to pay their respects. And everyone is welcome. Rolling Thunder will be there. Everyone.
So that's going to be on
the
Sunday the 22nd of May, which is a couple of Sundays' time. And where's that going to be held?
Woolwich Barracks, across from it. So on the big green.
And will you be going there yourself, sir?
I will be there, yes.
And will you behave on that day?
Yes, I always behave on that day because it's a very important day.
No, of course. And you know something? I've got a very interesting 2 weeks coming up, because the day after the Lee Rigby event, there will also be a massive event for Sasha Johnson. As you know, Sasha Johnson, the Black Lives Matter leader, was shot at Concert Road in Peckham, and she's still seriously ill in hospital. And an event is being planned, and StreetMic LiveStream will be streaming that event, and there's going to be 1,000 drummers. What are you laughing at? Have some respect.
I am having respect.
Have some respect, man.
I am, go on.
You know, I don't laugh about things
No, I'm having respect.
There's a time and a place. For those watching, I'm trying to...
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
I'm trying to train this man how to show a bit of class and decorum. And
go on.
As I said, there's going to be 1,000 drummers, and it is going to be a very powerful, emotional day for many people because Queen Sasha Johnson is still ill in hospital, and it will be the year to the day when she was shot in the head at Concert Road. But we're now coming back here, and there's another gentleman behind me. I don't know if he wants... He's probably working, he says he's camera shy. But, you know...
But the thing about Sasha Johnson was really bad what happened to her. I don't condone that at all. No one should be allowed to get shot, even if she is from Black Lives Matter movement. It's still bad.
Yeah. We're not going to the butts.
No, of course not. Yeah,
I can hear the butts coming.
No. I won't say any butts at all.
Right.
Wow.
Something's going on there. StreetMic is there. Let's listen and watch. He's in a wheelchair.
He's homeless. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's there.
Would that be in...
American Voice of Wales wants me to go live to them. I'm not doing it. Like Tommy Robinson. I sent them a video. Literally. No, I'm not doing it. It's not like I'm scared to do anything. Certain things I will not do. Of course, you have to be impartial because of something else. I've got opinions on everything, mate. I don't give them out. I'm a survivor. But you see the activity, man. I looked on the TFO Jack. Whoa, here we go. There's some beautiful action. The best of British we're now seeing. Yeah, lovely. Let me catch a photo. Let me try and catch it. I wonder if I can capture an interview. I'm going to try it. Excuse me, anyone want to speak to Wendell Daniel from StreetMic? So as we can see, this is all the pomp and the ceremony that goes on down here at Westminster. And, you know, I'm not scared to ask people if they want to have an interview with Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. You don't get nowhere in life unless you ask. That's why I asked Mr. Bolton from Sky News, former presenter of Sky News, and he agreed. And I've no doubt I'll get some more big heavyweights. And it was great when I interviewed Tommy Robinson, though, wasn't it, for 20 minutes?
Oh, the Queen's Guards.
They know what they do. They're outside and they film the...
That's what all the canopies are and all that shit.
That's why I saw the wheel cars yesterday.
Yeah,
I was on Parliament Square and I seen them come down.
Yeah,
But it was no one in it.
no, they park inside to
Yeah.
do their program basically.
Wait, look at India 99. Look at India 99. That's close. No, that's India 99. Is that the same? No, but someone's coming down there. When someone's driving down there, that's what they do. No. You watch what they do. You watch someone that's coming. You watch. What you call carting? No. Over the last.
So overhead we can hear a helicopter, and when you normally hear activity like that overhead, it normally means that a dignitary of some big status is on their way down Horse Guards and around by the cenotaph. So let's wait and see who's going to be coming down. But this place, I can see probably 1,000 people on the streets of London today. There's lots of crash barriers, but as you can see, there aren't actually that many people down here because, like Mr. Bolton said, it's lockdown and it deters people. But also, this is in the middle of the week and it's a working day. So a lot of people, if it's at the weekend, this is RAM, but this time of day. So that's advantageous for StreetMic because it gives us the opportunity to get the best. And Don't forget, if you like StreetMic, give me the thumbs up, make your comments down below, share and follow. And what you might also want to do is switch on your notification bell, and every time we go live, you will be informed. So switch on that bell, and every time we go live, you will be informed. And good afternoon or good morning, officers. So as we can see, we've got the armed officers. There's many of them all around us today. And just like we heard from Gavin, what Gavin said earlier on is that he believes all of these officers down here are a waste of money, and I actually disagree with him, but it's him and I respectfully disagree with each other, and he has his point of view, I have my point of view, and but we're still friends. He still buys me a drink when I'm feeling thirsty, and what time do you call this then?
do stuff with. Alright, but when I see him again, when I see him, I'm going to ask him to arrange a game between the arrestees. But he'll probably wait. But I was wrong.
Morning, Gav. You all right, son? Oh, man.
I think what's on the news
Express yesterday.
The bomb thing. I clocked it, mate. It was a rehearsal, mate.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Look, it's not.
It wasn't on the BBC News. It wasn't on Channel 5. It was on nowhere.
It was on Sky News.
When?
Last night.
Didn't see it, mate. Nothing. Besides, I'll tell you what. You see this cop that went right up to the car and he's on the phone. You fucking idiot, mate. There's a bomb in that car. Stay away from it, man. Let the robots do it. Mad, absolutely mad. How are you, mate? All right? I had a visit last night.
Oh, Bill.
Kind of, but they, you know what they're like. And this morning, I've come out of my flat, walked around the fucking corner, Gav, yeah. It's like, I didn't clock it at first, but I seen a pop on the front of the grill, and then I looked up like this and I went, fucking hell. I went, fucking hell. And they're like this. And obviously I was like walking up nonchalant, right? They turned around, yeah, and I went like this. I said, you smashed it. I think so. Extinction Rebellion, I think. They are. How do you know these things? I wouldn't. This Twitter thing and all that. You know, it's. Any football?
Hey, you know the bloke I was speaking to? Who can I say he's a top boy for?
It is, isn't it?
No, I spoke to him because I knew he was one of the top boys. I spoke to him about 20 minutes ago.
Crafty buddy.
Well, what are they doing today?
Well, it's difficult, isn't they? Because if they don't, you can't pinpoint.
No. But, hey, listen, I know what's
Yeah. Because don't forget, they're on about so you can have a bit of a protest. Like when Charles was on his feet, they're not all birds. Great.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah. I don't know his name.
It's not Swansea, is it? Not Swansea? No. Big match 3, big match, Tottenham Arsenal. I'll leave that Tottenham Liverpool. No, Thursday.
Oh, it's a normal. Oh, no, I've got things to me. I'm just going to put my leg over there. No, I'm just going to see what happens.
Yeah, Canada. Yeah.
Can I put the leg there? You don't mind, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Thanks,
Ready?
Thanks, sir. Queen, yeah.
I'll give you a ring when they get back.
What time are you coming down here tomorrow?
I'm not. I'm protesting tomorrow.
I'm not here.
No. I'm City of London.
London.
Bank of England. Bank of England. No, I'm not. Of course not. 10 o'clock. I'll be in for 10 tomorrow. Why, are you going to come, are you?
No, I got a funeral.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was at 2 o'clock. I got set up for 12:30. Wait. Outriders.
Here comes Boris. Good afternoon, all. It looks like Boris Johnson is now leaving the House. So this is Boris Johnson, and he's now leaving number 10 Downing Street. So this is Boris Johnson, and here's Boris. There's the Prime Minister. He's now making his way towards the Houses of Parliament. So that's Boris Johnson, and he's now driven past on his way to the Houses of Parliament. So that's the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. And see, we know the signs, we know when to look. So in a moment, we're going to have, hopefully, once Boris has passed, then we'll be getting. We've yet to have, not that I've noticed, any minor royals driving by. So we're now going to be looking for some members of the royal family to be coming down here, driving past the cenotaph on their way to the House, the Houses of Parliament, the Houses of Lords for the state opening of Parliament. And for those of you who are watching, good morning. My name is Wendell Daniel, and welcome to StreetMic. And we're coming to you live and direct from just down the road from number 10 Downing Street. And we can see the cenotaph in the middle of the screen. So that just shows you where we are and what we're doing. And we're awaiting the arrival now of Prince Charles, Camilla, and also Prince William. And the Queen, unfortunately, won't be here today. And Prince Charles and William will be deputising for Her Majesty the Queen. And this will be the first opportunity that William will be here. So we're currently awaiting the arrival of Prince Charles, Camilla, and also Prince William. And don't forget, if you like StreetMic, give me a thumbs up, make your comments down below, share and follow, because what we do best, this is it. We're always on the streets of London and we're bringing you real news. And for those of you who do know me, make sure you switch on your notification bell, and every time StreetMic goes live, you will be informed. So switch on that notification bell, and every time StreetMic goes live, you will be informed. And we are currently live streaming on YouTube at StreetMic LiveStream. We're also live streaming on Facebook at StreetMic LiveStream, and we're also on Facebook again at StreetMic Podcast. And on the 23rd of May, it will be the anniversary that Sasha Johnson, the BLM leader, was shot down at Peckham in Concert Road. And we are currently planning an event, 1,000 drums, for Sasha Johnson, and we'll let you know what is going on there, but that will be live streamed exclusively by StreetMic. So StreetMic will be live streaming that event for Sasha Johnson, and it will be 1 year since she was shot and seriously injured, and she still remains in hospital. And StreetMic will be live streaming that event exclusively. So no heavyweights from the national broadcasters will be permitted, only StreetMic. There will be 1,000 drums. And we are now waiting for royalty. I'm already here, but genuine royalty is due to arrive, and we're talking about Prince Charles, and he will be, I'm assuming, accompanied by his wife Camilla, and we will also be seeing Prince William. So in a few moments, we're going to be seeing royalty being driven down Whitehall en route to the Houses of Parliament, past the House of Parliament and down towards the House of Lords. So the crowds are now beginning to flood onto the streets of Whitehall, and overhead, I believe we've got India 99, that's the police, or it could be Sky News, I believe it could be the police helicopter overhead. It's really amazing when we do these events, because you have royalty, you have the Queen, normally have the Queen, but she's not here today. You got heirs to the monarchy, and security is high. And above overhead, you got all kind of sharp shooters. And there was a security alert in this location yesterday where there was a suspicious vehicle. And when I did some stuff with Tommy Robinson on Saturday, I'm not drawing a purposeful distinction, but in Telford, it was the first time I had seen, other than for royalty, where drains were being lifted and sniffer dogs were going down, checking it out to see if there's anything unusual. But when you do come down to events like this, you know, you do see the security measures that are put in place to ensure the safety of dignitaries and the safety of the royal family. And earlier on we had Gavin, who expressed concerns at the amount of money that is being spent to protect the dignitaries and the royal family. You know, I may have personal views on whether the royal family is still relevant in 2022. I argue that the Queen has served this country well. Gavin, here comes another outrider. So there's now some more outriders coming. And that's the first, that's a royal car. No, wait, it's not, it's a first royal car coming. So we can now see there is a royal car making its way down. We don't know which royal this is, but there's a royal, let me capture it. So this is royalty coming down. And I'm going to say big up StreetMic when they go past. So here's the royal family. Oh, get your head out my way, man. Thank you. Your head's in the way. So here's the here's the outriders. So here's royalty. I don't know who it is. So this is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. And don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, give me the thumbs up, make your comments down below. And there's the royal insignia. So here's royalty. It might just be there's all the insignias and oh, so they're just showing off at the moment. That's not the royalty, that's the mace and all kind of stuff. So that's all the important utensils that will be shown inside of the house. So all of those maces and big things that they carry in their hands, I don't know what it's called, that was just being driven down the streets. And what actually amazed me was that how slowly they drove down here, because what they want is for people on the streets to capture exactly what is going on down here. So, you know, that is the start. So we're now going to be getting real royalty. What normally happens is, I call it second-rate royals might be driving down, and then we will see the real... Who was in there?
Prince Andrew.
Oh, was Andrew in the second car? All right then. I've just been told allegedly Prince Andrew, Randy Andy was in the second car. But I personally do not believe, hold on, I'm giving my opinions. There is no way Andrew will be allowed to come to an event like this, the state opening of Parliament. Boris wouldn't allow it, nor will members of the government. Yeah, but hold on, how can you say it looked like him? Yeah, you can't say, hey, before you make claims like that, let's learn to be journalists. You back it up with a fact. You don't give your opinion, you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm just cuss Gavin. He's saying Prince Andrew, and he don't know what he's talking about. I'm saying, I don't care if he looks like. There's no way Prince Andrew is going to be coming down to an event like this. It will be a shame or a stain on what today's really is. And as I look forward, I can see some more horses coming down. And no scaring the horses, Gavin. Oh, the rain's coming. And no shouting foolishness.
I don't shout.
Whatever.
I speak. So who are them ones in those cars and are they...
Now, what happens there? I don't know what their formal names are, but you see, sort of go back to that. You know, those insignia, the mason that they carry. That's all the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what they carry.
I wonder if they want a StreetMic interview.
Good luck.
Good morning. Big up StreetMic. Yeah, the Queen, Prince Charles and the whatnot's going to come down. William, they're due. Yeah.
Next 5-10 minutes.
Excuse me, where are you from?
Let me do a quick interview. I'm live streaming.
I'm not a real big fan of the Queen.
Hold on, that doesn't matter. If you look into the camera, good morning, ma'am. What's your name?
My name is Janine. I'm from Holland.
So tell me, the Queen isn't here today, but what we will be getting is Camilla, I believe, Prince Charles and Prince William. Are you happy to be seeing them being driven down Whitehall to Parliament today?
Not really.
And why not?
I would rather see George Clooney.
Good
Hold on,
girl.
hold on. How
Good
does George Clooney compare to you with royalty, or he's already above royalty?
He's really good for my eyes. How do you say it in England? A treat for your eyes? How do you say it? And the Queen not, and Camilla not, and Charles not. But George Clooney is. So
But why do you dislike the royal family?
I don't dislike him. I'm not a fan of a royal family. Also not in Holland. It costs very much money.
So are you enjoying yourself in London at the moment?
Absolutely.
What is great about London?
The kindness of the English people.
But when you say the kindness of the English people, what are you talking about? What are these beautiful people doing to be so kind?
Just be kind. That's enough.
Yeah, but what? Describe to those who don't know how to be kind. What have they done to demonstrate their kindness?
That you treat everyone how you want to be treated yourself. And we all want to be treated kind.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. And I hope when Camilla and also Prince Charles go by, I hope they stop and they say, big up George Clooney to you.
Then I prefer when they say, big up Janine. Because that's me, you know? Well, thank you and have a nice day.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So as I say, I like to go onto the streets of London and engage with normal people. And let's see anyone else who wants do you want an interview, sir? Okay. Don't be scared. Would you like an interview? Come round. Don't be scared. I'm live streaming at the moment. Come, would you like to be... I don't want your hand in my camera. So we're currently awaiting the arrival of some more members of the royal family, and we do wish the Queen a speedy recovery. And, I've been down here for about 3 years doing this now, and it's really great when Her Majesty drives past. But Her Majesty is... You want an interview, sir? Step forward. Her Majesty is getting older. she's not 21 years anymore. And let's speak to this gentleman. So good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
My name is Daniel Carroll.
Daniel, do you know something? Daniel's a brilliant name because my name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. So where are you from, sir?
I'm from Connecticut.
Hold on, where's that?
That's in the United States of America.
So hold on, I'm interviewing. So tell me more about why you're down here today.
I'm down here to do a little sightseeing. My lovely wife is in an art show at the Brick Lane Gallery art show. So we
Is she? So hold on, that seems more important than the state opening of Parliament. So let's talk about your wife being step round, my dear. Come and chat with Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. So tell me more. See, I'm keeping an eye down there. What's chatting with you. So tell me more about what this lovely young lady will be doing, displaying.
She paints abstract acrylic on canvas, and she paints to music. So when she hears music, it comes out in these beautiful colors, and it's just fascinating. So I'm very intrigued by her painting. So that's our reason for coming here, but coming to see this beautiful country and these beautiful people and this beautiful event today is just an extra little bonus here.
But as an American, I've got to sling that one in. Yes. What is it that attracted you to be down here today for the state opening of Parliament?
Well, it's just an historic event and something that you probably only see once in a lifetime, and being with the lovely English people, man. It's you guys are very, very cool.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, good group of people.
Of course we're very friendly, and of course we're very good. But do you get something similar in America when you got Joe Biden and we can hear the bells from I've nearly said St. Paul's, Westminster. So when Joe Biden, when his entourage go past, don't you get something similar as this?
It's a little mixed opinions on that. We go back and forth with our current administration, but I think we all support
Trump for president,
yeah,
2024.
I can't argue with that statement right there, but it's been a unique and interesting time in America, but I think we'll get through it.
But you know something? I've been very rude, and I've been missing out the young lady next to you. So if you swap around, I can interview the young lady. So good morning. So I can hear you. I've heard you are an abstract. See, I do listen. An abstract artist, and you paint. Where'd you get your ideas from?
Music. It just comes when I listen to music. It just comes.
Yeah, but tell me, you're sitting there at home. Your husband, I'm assuming, is giving it all that. Yeah, you've got your headphones on and you're listening to the music. Describe that. What goes on in your mind, and what then inspires you to pick the paintbrush up and start doing that on the canvas. Tell me about that process you go through.
I think it just comes when I'm listening to the music and I hear lyrics and they form stories and colors, and it just kind of
Do you listen to
works.
the Clash when you paint it all? A little bit of Guns N' Brixton or any of this?
Or Meatloaf from America.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
So your art is currently being displayed in Brixton, did you say?
Oh no, down in Brick Lane right now.
Oh, Brick Lane.
Yeah. So that's why we came to.
Who's interviewing them? Hold on, no, don't worry about him. He's always interrupting my interview. So specifically, if people are interested, where would they go exactly in Brick Lane to find your art?
It's called the Brick Lane Gallery. So it's going to have they're going to have a show on Wednesday night with 2 of the galleries down there.
And final question, what is it like for an artist to know that your work has been displayed for others? And the reason I'm asking the question, I'm like an artist, you get what I'm saying? And when I know people are watching this, you get a buzz.
Yeah, it is. It's fun, and it's nice to share it when it's just, in your home, and then you put it out there for others, and it's a little scary because you don't know if they'll like it or not.
And in general, do they like it?
So far. It's-
And does hubby love it?
They love it.
I hope they love it.
Excellent stuff. Can I thank you very much for giving StreetMic this opportunity? I'm now going to move because I can see, no, watch, no. Watch down there what's going to be happening. I can see royalty coming. Because here's the outride, no, the outriders are coming. No, sir.
Thank you.
Royalty's coming. I can see. I'll come back to you because when we see the outriders, that means royalty's coming. No. See, they're here. 1 minute they'll be here. So we can now see the outriders, and I don't know which royal it's going to be, but I'm assuming yet again they're going to say, big up, StreetMic.
Big up StreetMic.
So here's some more royalty. Here's the outrider, and about 100 yards behind the outrider. So there's the outrider there. So now we're going to see royalty, I'm assuming. Or we might see the Queen's crown, and then we might see. So here's royalty now. Here's the royal insignia. So here's a member of the royal family. There's William. Yeah, there's William. So that's Prince William in the car. So that was Prince William being driven to the house. So that's Prince William. So we've just witnessed Prince William come in. So the next one who's going to be there will be Prince Charles and Camilla. So, that's going to be the first time that Prince William is going to be part of this state grand occasion, because it is said that in the future, when Charles is no longer around, Prince William will be the person who will be doing this. But, Charles is the next member of the royal family. So if I can now pull back to you, you've now had the opportunity to capture a glimpse of Prince William. How are you feeling?
That was great.
Feel a little
That was
lady
so
right
great.
now, I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
So it made you feel good.
I love them. Yeah, they're great.
But is that a better feeling seeing Prince William than being standing next to this lovely man called your husband?
No.
Good answer. Damn it, man. Damn it.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. And I've given you my card. As I say, my name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic. I go on the streets and have a laugh and then I go. But I'm not very good at what I do. You can tell, can't you?
You're fantastic.
No,
Wendell.
you're great.
We'll be watching you.
Excellent stuff. I'm streaming now. See, I tried to interview him, but in a moment you're going to get Charles in a minute. So for those of you who are missing all of this greatness down here, we're on the streets of London, and we are down here having a laugh and joke with the people around us, but we're bringing you some amazing footage. We slowly see William being driven to the House of Lords, and in a moment we're going to see his Daddy Charles. And as I say, the Queen will be normally the person who is doing this, but the Queen is ill. And the Queen, let's be honest, the Queen is not getting any younger. And how old's the Queen, Gavin?
96.
So the Queen is now 96 years old. She has served her country well, and for so many years. Even StreetMic, when her loving husband passed away last year, I was outside of the Buckingham Palace. Me and Piers Corbyn, we were one of the first there to pass on our condolences. And we also went all the way down to Windsor Castle. So I might not be a royalist, but I've got a duty to bring the news to people. That gives my opinion. But I have to be out here on the streets. And we can hear the bells. Just listen to the bells of Westminster Abbey.
Over there, you got Steve. Moved it off now. Look, it's going to be pointy. Oh, it's raining now.
No, that's what I'm giving my teeth.
No. Here comes Charles.
There it is now.
He's coming down.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see. It's Charles. It's Charles.
So we can now see another member of the royal family, and I believe it's Charles. So we're going to capture Charles. So
Not literally.
we can see the outriders. So as normal, you get the outrider. So Charles is now come round the corner. So it's going to be Charles and Camilla. We are now waiting to see. And, you know, I want Charles to say big up StreetMic. So don't forget to all of you are watching. We are live and direct on the streets of London, and we are bringing it to you. And don't forget, if you like StreetMic, give me the thumbs up, make your comments down below, share and follow. We're currently live on Facebook at StreetMic LiveStream. We're also live on YouTube at StreetMic LiveStream. And in a few moments, we're going to get Prince Charles. He's going to be driving past, and I really do hope he's going to give me a big up StreetMic. So in a moment, here's the royal insignia, and here's Prince Charles and Camilla. So here's it should be Charlie. Hey, big up StreetMic, big up StreetMic. So that's Charles and Camilla. So that was Charles and Camilla. They're now being driven and look how slow they're driving. You know, one thing I like about the royal family is they know the game. And sir, you have to step in the camera. Did you enjoy seeing Charles and Camilla, and did you notice how slow they drove by?
They did. They slowed by because they saw Wendell up here.
They saw StreetMic, so they went slow, didn't it?
That's why they rolled by nice and slow. They tapped the brakes a little bit over there.
But tell me, for you, what was that like today? You've seen William, you've seen Prince Charles, you've seen Camilla, Consort Camilla. What does that feel like?
Well, after watching The Crown on TV and actually being able to see it in real life, it really comes to fruition.
No.
So how does it compare?
It's amazing because it's real, and to see it in live, and there's so much history behind it that it's pretty intense, pretty cool.
But can I say something just to tickle your toes?
Yes, sir.
Because that's what I like to do. Do you love the Queen? You think she's brilliant?
I think she's absolutely brilliant and a class act.
But you got the Queen standing next to you. Did you hear? Did you like that one? Did you like that? Big up
That one. I like that one.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Which Queen were you talking about? Oh, the Queen of England. Yeah, she's brilliant as well.
How can someone love the Queen of England when she paid?
Let's moving on. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. Can I ask you, how are you feeling knowing that? Yeah, you've just seen royalty.
It's super cool. Yeah, it's something I never thought I'd see. So yeah.
And yourself, sir?
I agree.
You agree? So are you the quiet one of the family?
I am.
Yes.
Listen, thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself today.
We're looking forward to seeing more of you, Wendell.
Yeah, no problem. As I said, I'm all over the place, sir, but I'm currently live streaming. And you can tell I'm not very good at what I do, but here's my cards. I'm not selling nothing. But enjoy yourself, and this is what England is all about. It's an amazing country. I love it. I don't like America. Nah.
Well, we love you. So, ha.
No, do you know, I've been to America 6 times, got family in New York, and it's brilliant, man. But thank you very much, and it was amazing. Thanks a lot, yeah. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. See, I'm now going to, he's anti-royal now, I'm now going to interview him. So, sir, you are anti-royal. See, it's important to get a balance. Thanks a lot. So I know you're anti-royal. There is a time and a place.
I was a royalist.
So now I'm giving it balance. So we've just had Prince Charles, we've just had William, and we've just had Queen Camilla, Queen Consort drive past. You know, how you feeling, Gavin?
Feeling okay, but I wanted to see the Queen, but that's the main reason I come down to take videos of the Queen. But you know, Prince Charles may be king soon, but I don't think he will be Prince William.
Hold on, so what you're seeing, the line of succession, if and when the Queen passes, are you saying you want Charles to give it over to his son when he's been in waiting for 70 odd years?
Yep.
But why?
Because Prince will be better than Charles.
Say that again?
Prince William will be better than Prince Charles.
All right, then can I adapt an academic approach? What evidence do you have to support your belief that William will be better than Charles?
He's young. He knows what he's doing. Prince Charles may last a year before he dies or has a heart attack. So,
do you know something? I like you, but you've got no respect for royalty. You've got no respect for people. And there is a time and a place to talk like this.
There is time and a
Today
place.
isn't the time and the place when we've got the future kings and queens of this country just down the road and you're cussing them. How can you be doing that?
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
You wake up on the wrong side of the bed every day. So I'm now going to get down off my soapbox because this live stream is now going to be coming to an end. So for those of you who are watching, my name is Wendell Daniel and welcome to StreetMic. And we have been coming to you, let me just lift up the camera a bit. We have been coming to you live and direct from the streets of London here in Whitehall for the state opening of Parliament. And at the moment we've got Prince Charles, Prince William, Camilla, and they're all going to the Houses of Lords where Charles will be reading the Queen's speech on behalf of his mum, and that will outline the legislative agenda, so the political agenda of the government for the next 12 months. That is exactly what is going to be happening in the House of Lords. And, you know, watch it on Sky News, watch it on the BBC. You can't watch it on StreetMic yet, but I've no doubt. Let me just spin the camera around and see. And some people said in the past that these horses look like a member of the royal family, but I won't mention which one. Do you remember which one?
Nope.
Good.
Oh, yes, maybe. Queen? Oh, no, wait, Camilla, yeah, Camilla. Yeah.
So there's the whole truth. So I'm now going to be spinning back to myself. So let me put this back there and I can see myself. So yeah, it's been really great down here today. We've had the opportunity to engage with a number of people. And earlier on, you know, I had the chance, can you believe it, Wendell Daniel on StreetMic interviewed Mr. Bolton from Sky News. So Adam Bolton, I had the chance here with this camera to interview him from Sky News. And for me, that was great. And, you know, I had the chance to interview and engage with some Americans. And that was also amazing. But we are now going to be closing down. Did you see the Queen and Camilla and Charles?
Didn't see the Queen.
Ah, I'm just testing you to see if you was watching. So, you know, we are going to be closing down now. And, you know, it has been a really nice occasion. You can watch it on the nationals, but hopefully one day StreetMic is going to be a big broadcaster. You know, we'll be doing big things. We already are. And it is going to be great. But I'm not due back on the streets of, excuse me, my stall. Here's the Queen. Your Royal Highness.
Oh,
how are you? How are you?
I'm lovely.
Hold on. Royal Highness, come. Let's talk to Wendell Daniel from StreetMic.
Hello.
You knew I would be probably down here somewhere, didn't you?
I was watching you.
Oh, was you watching?
I was watching you, yeah, and I thought, oh,
Hold on, what was you watching on live stream?
Yeah. Everyone watches you.
See, everyone
All
watches.
the good people watch you.
But tell me something, yeah.
Yes. No,
Tell me something, Your Majesty.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I was, we were misled into believing that you could not attend because you had mobility problems.
That's right. Yes. I had a few pints last night. That's right.
Are you telling me you get drunk?
Wobbly legs. Yes.
Oh my word! So we're now being told that Her Majesty got drunk.
Yes.
So if you got drunk and if you got wobbly legs, where's all of your armed security?
My armed security. Well, Gavin said we didn't need any armed security.
Are you listening to this, Gary?
You said I didn't need any armed security as the Queen, so
all right then.
I've come without them.
You've come without you've come without your close protection officers,
That's right.
but one thing you must remember.
Tell me.
Yeah, you are royalty and you shouldn't be doing something like that because if you remember what happened in the past in 1997 down in, I think it was 97 or 90, I think it was 97.
Yeah.
In a tunnel in Paris don't swear online. I apologise for this classless woman. This classless woman who claims that she's a member of the royal family and she's cussing.
I take it back. Family viewing, PG.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And
I apologise.
in closing, because I was actually winding down when I saw you, but because it's you, I decided not to end the stream. But can I be honest? Where were you standing watching StreetMic as everyone? Because I want to know from your point of view, what was it like?
Watching you.
No, not watching me. I want to know what it was like for you to see the royalty. Don't compare me with the royalty. I'm bigger than them.
Oh, the royal. Fantastic. I love royalty. I love history. I love everything to do with, why we're here now. I love it.
But what is it for you that is great about royalty? What do you love about royalty?
Well, I like the continuity.
You like the continuity?
Yes, I like the fact there's a kind of, I don't know if it's a role model, but it's a family. It's a bit of a soap opera.
So the family is a role model and a soap opera. So I'm not going to ask you some dodgy questions. Do you believe that Randy Andy is a role model for anyone? You know Randy Andy? You know that one who pay off enough money in America?
Andy.
You know that one?
I'm
not scared to say it.
That's right. I know Randy Andy. I don't want to be controversial, but men have...
Men have what? Hold on. Are you looking at this crazy woman?
I'm not going to... Right, I'm not going to really...
You are crazy.
I'm not going to get into
And you are saying to me that you are the Queen, you are royalty, and you're going on talking about men having interest.
Is she responsible for everyone in her family?
Yes.
Is she?
She's the leader.
They're grown people.
So does that mean that your husband can play away? That what you're saying? Because they're grown.
If you look in some of the history books, you might find something. You might be hidden, but you might find some interesting facts.
For example, let's now support your arguments with facts or evidence. Yeah, because you can't come online, and I'm a live streamer, yeah.
Yes, I know.
But me's educated, I've done my LLB in law. So I'm now saying I'm not going to go and act to some men's rears and get technical detail.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me evidence. I'm evidence-based.
Of what?
You're just now saying that in the history, whatever's happened, where's your evidence?
For what? Philip? Or Andrew? Which one? I think grown-up people are responsible for themselves. I don't think their mother can control them. That's just not possible. Not in a
See the bells.
Not in a Oh, they're
See
going to
the bells.
vote. They're going to vote.
Does that mean the bells are ringing for you because
for the speech.
No, because you've escaped from an asylum, and now the ding, 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 come get her, come get her. Is that what they're saying?
Are you accusing me of being fake? Is that what you mean?
If you believe that, it's whatever perception I've created that makes your mind think.
Queen.
Aye. But anyway, listen, I'm going to be closing down. As you know,
lovely to meet.
I like to have a laugh and a joke, and it has been great. And did you watch Tommy Robinson on Saturday?
I watched some of it, and then I came out here. So I'm going to sit down with a digestive and a cup of cocoa and watch the whole thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you go online, you know, I had the opportunity to engage with Tommy Robinson on Saturday. I interviewed him for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I did a 5.5-hour live stream.
I know.
It was, listen, man, I can I'm not like these youngsters on their TikTok and all these things. They can only concentrate for 3 seconds.
Yeah, you did
Or
good.
last for 3 seconds.
You did. Yes, you did a marathon.
I did. It was
So
a
I'm gonna
marathon.
enjoy it.
I was and when you enjoy it slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't rush it. Do it in little steps,
Yeah, I
and
agree
it's
with
going to be
that.
lovely.
I agree with that. Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Excellent stuff. But what I want to do is
Yes.
close down. But I'm going to give the Queen
Okay.
the privilege in closing down for me. And what you've got to say to people
Yes.
is, don't forget to
Like,
aye,
subscribe,
aye,
and the other one there,
share
share with
and follow.
and follow.
And they must also switch on their notification bell.
Switch on your notification bell
And every time we go live, you will be informed.
every time StreetMic goes live. You will be informed. Thank you very much.
And you know something? I'm going to be closing now. It has been brilliant. But this young lady here, everywhere I go, I see her. And we do like to have a good laugh. The last time I saw you was in Trafalgar Square during a brilliant event which we both enjoyed.
Yeah.
Can you remember what it was?
It was St. George's Day.
St. George's
At
Day.
Trafalgar.
And
Yeah.
you know something? I loved it. And as you recall, I loved the fact that I was asking, this isn't racist, but I'm going to say it, white English people, what it was like to celebrate St. George's Day. I thought that was so funny. And the reason I thought it was funny was because, you know, do not be afraid to celebrate
Yeah. Yeah,
an
absolutely.
important day like that.
Yeah.
It was a good day. It was.
Very
It was a good day, it was.
important. Yeah,
Did you see
patron
any?
saints.
Did you see any on Trafalgar Square? Any St. George flags flying there?
Yes.
I had one on my back.
Where?
There's plenty.
What, around?
I'm not around. There were people flying them, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I had one on my coat.
Sadiq Khan.
Anyway, moving on. But that was great. The bells.
That word's coming.
I think. But the
Blackwood's
but the ding 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 ding. But it was great. But I am closing down, and thank you very much for watching. It has been an amazing day down there, and to end this event with the Queen herself, that just pulls together everything for me. And goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
And let me end with Gavin as well. Come on, Gavin. Come in there. Come in for the street, mate.
Make a sandwich.
See. So for any of you who ever watched James Whale,
Who's that?
Yeah.
James Whale's a well-known radio broadcaster, and he's got a sidekick called Ash. Yeah, and Ash is always, you know, Ash is opposite to James, and he cusses and he does all wrong things, and it's a good.
It's a team.
You know, one thing I like about Gavin, he doesn't realise this. I disagree with most things he says and does, but because I disagree, I think it makes what we do good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does, yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
To work.
We can still be friends.
We can still be, but this man, he's from the streets. Yeah, but he's a roughneck, and he's always getting arrested.
Yeah.
And come around the camera. He's always getting arrested. Yeah, and he dislikes the royal family. He dislikes Boris. He dislikes also. He's going to be having a war tomorrow with a guy by the name of Steve Bray. True or not? From the Brexit side.
Yep.
You know, but you know, I can remember, and he's going to remember. Yeah, on New Year's Eve. Yeah. We're down by round the back there, waiting for the 12 o'clock bell for the new. Oh, hold on. Hey, come here. I just mentioned Steve Bray.
Where's your famous Steve?
Hold on. Step forward. I'm live streaming. Step forward. So I just mentioned Steve Bray. I'm going to move the camera down, and this is one of Steve's right-hand ladies.
Wouldn't go that far.
So how are you doing today?
I'm fine. I just came over here just on my own, and I got a placard to highlight, you know, the cost of living, the austerity, and people not being able to eat.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not interested in that today. what I want to talk about today,
What you
we can talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about today is that today is the state opening of Parliament.
Yeah.
Let's stay focused.
Yes. And there are 38 bills going through, and some of them are quite scary, regarding as well limiting protests. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about them. I don't want to know about the usual stuff. So have you know, what concerns do you have about all of those bills that Boris is going to be pushing through Parliament?
It concerns me people won't be able to protest in a democratic way. And something else which concerns me is the increasing cost of life, as we all know. You know, and we need like a windfall tax on energy companies because, you know, people are struggling to live, struggling to eat, struggling to heat up their house. And it's not just people who are like low incomes, even people who could be considered middle class. And that's, the cost of life is worrying me. And as well as small companies who cannot keep up with the bills and everything.
You know, what you have to say when the energy companies last week were disclosing profits of billions of pounds, and they're still rising their prices because they've got to pay off their shareholders. You know, what does it make you feel knowing and seeing all of that?
It makes me feel very angry because we need a really windfall taxes because there will be people like elderly or people who got condition who need to put the heating on but won't be able to do it. And these people, instead of making big profits and enjoying their life, and there will be people committing suicide as well because there are worries. I was listening to an interview on Radio 4 about a lady who hasn't been able to actually add a proper 3 meals a day since before Christmas.
But you know something? I always knew you were posh and middle class. You're listening to Radio 4.
Middle class, I wouldn't say so. I'm middle class. I mean, I got an income, but I don't know. You can.
Brainwashed.
I'm not brainwashed, darling. Far from it.
But you know something? Yeah. Are you going to be down here tomorrow as normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. And will you be down here with Steve?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Do you know something? When I was down here a couple of weeks ago, I really enjoyed it. And if you remembered, Steve was throwing the rubles at Boris's car.
Yeah.
And for me, that was funny.
Yes, it is true, because we know how much Putin has interfered with the politics, and so it's quite appropriate, I would say.
Yeah, but one thing I want to see
Yeah.
is Steve with these banners and what he does down the top there when Boris walks by or drives by. I want to see him with Gavin making up and kissing.
Oh, well, it might happen one day.
But do you believe it will?
You know, at the moment there are a lot of major eclipses in the sky, a lot of planet movement. There might be some portals are being opened. It might happen.
Good morning, officer. How are you? Can I do an interview with you live and direct on StreetMic?
One day, you know, like love, you know, love can win barriers, you know, can overcome barriers, can win everything, you know.
Did you hear that, Gavin? Love can win and overcome barriers. So you and Steve may fall back in love again.
You know,
the problem is, you know what it is? It's
Come around the camera, people can.
Well, you know what? Oh, I'll come around the camera. You know what it is?
Oh, because I want Steve to watch this.
It's all Steve Bray protested about is rejoining the EU. Why didn't he do something else?
it's not just rejoining the EU. It's holding the government to account. You know, we are more and more like we are. You know, we are not rich people.
I understand. I'm not rich either. I'm not rich either. What I'm trying to say is, get rid of the EU flags and just get normal banners with Boris Johnson and. Just get over it. We've left the EU. Get over it. 17.4 million people voted to leave. I know, but you and Steve need to get over it. Stop having EU flags and do something else.
No, because the fact of life.
We'll never get back in the EU.
How do you know? How do you know we'll never go back? We will go back eventually. Why do you say
What,
so?
so if Labour gets in power, they'll get us back in the EU.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen because at the moment the biggest problem is people struggling to live to make ends meet, and this is something which is highlighted as well by the banners.
Yeah, which is horrible.
And also the government, you know what they used to say of the Romans, divide et impera. It's in the government interest to divide people, serve them amongst each other, blaming each other, because, you know, they're interested in dividing people in faction.
Why? And Steve Bray goes on about Boris, who's the Partygate scandal.
Yeah.
But then you have Keir Starmer having a party. Why don't Steve mention Keir Starmer?
Well, that happened only last week, you know what I'm saying? And we haven't been back to Sobel till tomorrow, you know. So
yes, so I'll be here tomorrow, and I want to hear Steve mention Keir Starmer, that he broke the rules as well then.
Come up tomorrow with him and in a peaceful way, just argue the point with him, because, I mean, there's nothing wrong in talking,
Me and Steve
you know,
will
in a
always,
civil way.
Me and Steve will always have our differences.
Yeah.
But Steve is
Yeah.
Let's just say, what can I say about Steve?
You love him.
You love him.
You love the fact that Steve comes out every week.
I wouldn't say I love him, but Steve Bray is...
Be positive. I have nothing bad to say about you. I think you're brilliant.
Who's that, David Lemmy?
That ain't no Lemmy.
What's his name? Steve Bray the twat. Yeah, but what I like about Steve Bray, he gets to park his car on Parliament property, yeah, which is just down by College Green, yeah, which is not allowed because it's owned by Parliament. He lives round the corner from Rees-Mogg.
No, he doesn't live around
In
the
a
corner
mansion.
from
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
You're not updated.
His banners are funded by Charlie Mullings from Pimlico
I
Commerce.
just wish you were the case. It doesn't work like this, darling.
He gets funded by Charlie Mullings.
No,
You always come up with these things. No, hold on.
Wait, I'm not finished
I
yet.
have
Let me
a
finish.
duty.
You've asked me a question,
No. Let me get in there and I'll let you finish.
Go on.
Yeah, I have a duty. Was when people are slinging out certain unsubstantiated claims. Yeah, because there are issues. Yeah, like I said to you earlier on. Let's make claims, yeah, when we've got the evidence in front of us to support it. And also, you should have people they should be able to rebut what's being said. Let's focus on what's going on here, not other people, because other people are not here to defend themselves. So can we agree on that?
Yeah, of course. Well, I'll say it. Why don't the left and right come together and take down the government? But it won't happen. It would never, ever, ever happen.
Let's keep that question for the next time we meet.
Alliance.
What we need is everyone to come together and get our own parliament, get our own government.
Why don't you start a revolution and I'll elect you democratically as the leader. But I'm now
I will shake hands with Steve. Yeah, I will.
But I'm now going. Say that again.
I will shake hands with Steve, but we won't be friends. But I'll shake his hand.
Excellent stuff. Big up. But we're now coming to an end, and all I can say is thank you very much for watching, and you can follow me. Give me the thumbs up, make your comments down below, share and follow. But what you must also do is switch on your notification bell, and every time StreetMic goes live, you will be informed. Switch on that bell on YouTube and also on Facebook, and every time we go live, you will be informed. I'm not due to be live streaming again publicly. I'm live streaming tomorrow, I've got funerals. I'm not due to be public until at least the weekend. But if anything major happens, I will be there, I will be on the streets, and we will be doing something on Saturday. What are we doing on Saturday? I forget.
What's Saturday?
When's Lead Rigby?
22nd of May.
And that's the week after. And don't forget, there is going to be a big event for Sasha Johnson, and that will be held on the 23rd of May. And StreetMic will be live streaming that exclusively.
21st of May.
23rd.
On the 21st of May is the Worldwide Freedom Rally. It starts at Speaker's Corner and ends at Parliament Square.
Excellent stuff. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to find something with the Sasha Johnson just to let people know. I've got to hide the name. So if you look, so there's going to be a big event for Sasha Johnson that's been planned. And look, StreetMic LiveStream exclusive. So 1,000 drums. Big function for Sasha Johnson. And we'll let you know more. Next week we'll let you know exactly what's going to be happening. But it is going to be the 23rd of May. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.